I think wait for like 3 to 5 minutes, sir, because I've told my friend and
Okay,
they said that they want to join.
allow me to. Okay, thank you. And okay, this is yesterday activity. You already experiment how to derive the BO and beta 1 and uh, beta 0 and beta 1. And then you can easily derive using Excel, something like that. But what is the behind of beta 0 and beta 1 actually? And okay, that's the meaning. First, uh, we already conduct the analytical derivations for beta 0 and beta 1. For the beta 1, I mean the beta 1, yeah, the beta 1, I already record my analytical derivation. You can access from the YouTube. And also I give you an assignment to derive the beta 0. And then after once we finish, let's say, for example, we assume that we already get the beta 0 and beta 1. What is the actually means for this variable? Okay, please look at to this graph. For example, this is relations between two data, between y and x data. And the two data maps to certain point. You can see here this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. In this case, we have 8 point, 8 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point. And then, as you remember, that the our purpose is how to draw this line, linear line, straight line, yeah, linear line. So in this line, mathematically we can formulate as y equal to b0 plus b1 x, something like that. And actually using the software, we can easily get this one. But what is the meaning after we got analytically the b0 and b1? Actually, by getting the b0 and b1, yeah, we can ensure that we minimize the sum of square vertical deviation from the point to the line. So we can ensure that these deviations, if up, we sum up together, we sum up all, will result uh, minimum, yeah, yeah. For example, this is a deviation 1, this is deviation 2, deviation 3, deviation 4, deviation 5, deviation 6, deviation 7, and this is deviation 8. In this case, D1 plus D2 plus until D8 will be minimum. So, since the minimum, we expect that this line is, we can consider as the best, yeah, the best estimator, yeah, the best estimator. In other words, we can say that beta 0 and beta 1 also the best variable to make an estimator, something like that. Any question?
Sir, is there any way to calculate the error of the estimator, because the line is not exactly on the point? So yeah, is there any way to calculate the error of this line?
Anyway, error. Okay. Actually, the error is, you can see here, for example, this is estimator, and then the error square will be something like this. YE, this is YE. It's mean that each point here, let's say 1, this is, let's say 2, minus the mean, and then, or we can, the total error is the error, this one, D1 plus D2, yeah, this is should be square, yeah. This is D3 and so on until D8. Okay, until this point is okay. And D itself is the deviation from Y1 minus Y estimated. Is it correct?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, this is 2, Y, this is average until, and then we can make a compact formula being E equal to 1 start from 1 until the total number of data. And then this is Y for each point, and this is the average or estimated. In this mean is here. Yeah, something like that. This is the meaning of error or deviations. Okay, until this point, you clear? No?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, okay.
Sir, I want to ask, sir.
Yes, please, Miguel.
Minimizing itu maksudnya angkanya jadi lebih kecil gitu, apa?
Oke.
Minimizing.
Minimizing di sini adalah memastikan bahwa jumlah D1, D2, D1 kuadrat ditambah D2 kuadrat ditambah D3 kuadrat itu nilainya minimum, paling kecil. Minimum. Loh Pak, emang bisa? Enggak minimum? Bisa. Coba kita lihat ya. Ini saya hapus ya sebentar ya. Kalau saya punya garis hijau, misal garis hijaunya di sini nih. Ini jarak ke sini, ini D1. Ini D2. Ini D3. Ini D4. Ini D5. Ini D6. Ini D7. Ini jaraknya D8. Kalau kita mau inspeksi secara dihitung benar-benar ya, kita misal garis gitu ya, ini hasilnya tidak minimum. Gitu. Karena kalau ini dikuadratkan, ini bisa sangat jauh sekali gitu kan. Sangat lebar deviasinya menurut kalau perhitungannya seperti ini. Nah, ini garis biru kan boleh saja ini ini estimasinya sama dengan BO, mungkin ya BO lah, tapi yang hijau ya, B1X. Boleh saja kan? Nah, dari banyaknya kemungkinan, misalkan saya gambar lagi pakai yang pakai yang ungu. Boleh nggak saya bergambar seperti ini? Boleh juga. Nah, kita mencari garis apakah yang ungu, apakah yang hijau, apakah yang biru, yang yang deviasinya terhadap data-data ini itu paling minimum gitu.
Oh,
Is that-
jadi ya. Jadi dicari garis yang paling cocok buat semua poinnya gitu, di mana dia nilainya jadi minimum gitu ya.
Iya.
Oke.
Oke, good. Alhamdulillah, saya senang kalau ada yang paham. Oke, ada lagi. Is there any questions? The meaning ya, meaning atau arti dari B0 dan B1. Nah, kan garis saya tambahkan penjelasannya, garis ungu, garis hijau, garis biru ini kan pasti B0 dan B1-nya akan berbeda-beda kan? Nah, mencari titik yang istilahnya yang paling ideal kan sama saja mencari nilai B0 dan B1 gitu kira-kira. Oke. Any questions?
Sir, berarti bisa dibilang kalau misalnya dia pakai garis yang ungu, berarti itu garisnya kurang tepat gitu, Sir. Apa?
Iya, kurang tepat karena
Oke.
karena nanti kalau mau diinspeksi secara apa namanya, secara analytical lah begitu ya. Berarti ini kan jarak nih D1 nih. D1. Ini udah nih kita perhatikan. D1-nya ungu dengan D1-nya yang biru kira-kira besar mana?
D1 ungu.
D1 ungu kan? Dari satu data aja kita sudah bisa lihat bahwa D1 ungu itu memiliki deviasi yang lebih besar. Artinya ini kayaknya garisnya nggak perfect gitu kan. Nggak kurang menggambarkan data gitu loh. Gitu. Ini yang ini di sini. Oke, mungkin ini pas begitu. Tapi ya ini mungkin pas, tapi ini lebih besar daripada yang biru. Iya, gitu.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Iya. Oke, you're welcome. Okay, any other questions, please? Okay, if no, we continue. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Until this point, we arrive at maybe intermediate conclusions, kesimpulan sementara bahwa menggunakan metode using least square estimations, we arrive at the optimal estimator. Yeah. So this is intermediate conclusion lah. Kesimpulan sementara pada kasus ini bahwa using least square estimator, we can arrive at the most fit estimator from the data. Jadi menggunakan metode LSC ya, kita bisa mendapatkan estimator. Estimator artinya mendapatkan garis ini ya. Mendapatkan garis prediksi ini paling baik, the best. The best di antara data-data yang ada. The best dalam artian apa? The best dalam artian kita bisa mendapatkan deviasi minimum. Iya. Sum minimize atau minimum of some square vertical deviations. Gitu. Oke ya, poinnya dapat ya? Or any questions? Okay. If you have no question, we move forward to another case. Okay. Please take it carefully. Yeah. Consider that every observation is affected by error. Jadi begini. Jadi setiap misalkan apa namanya kemarin itu data antara yang meninggal, data yang meninggal dengan inputan. Jadi kalau kita bikin sistem ya, hubungan antara ini misalkan new cases, this X ya, XI, and then this is the system and this is the output. Y I is a dead case. Okay. Yesterday we only consider that yi is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 xi. Okay. And right now we consider there is an error. There is an error in taking the data. So the equation become the new equations yi equal to b0 plus b1 xi. This is still constanta plus error. This error. Okay. Until this point is clear? Or any questions?
So is it the same error like before, or is it new kind of error? Is it like the deviation, or is it the error when we're taking the experiment? Or yes,
Error.
is it like that?
This is error, not deviations, but the independent error.
So is it like, for example, when we are taking the data and then there's an error when we are taking the data? So is it that kind of error?
Yes. This is kind of independent error, yeah. It's mean that this error is happen due to when we take the data independently and then the errors come out, something like that.
Okay, sir.
Or you can, you can imagine that like electrical circuit, for example, this is DC source, and then this is transmission line, maybe for 100 kilometer, 100 kilometer, and then you want to check here using a multimeter, multimeter, or maybe oscilloscope is better. Multimeter to know how the signal is fluctuated, for example, using oscilloscope, the graph is being like this. This is voltage and this is time, and for example, this is 10 volt, and the signal from oscilloscope being like this. Okay, and originally the source signal, if we draw, this is voltage and this is the time. Actually, this is smooth 10, 10, So in this case, you can see, at the source power, pada sumber tegangan, dia tegangannya DC 10, smooth, lurus begitu. Tetapi setelah dia dipropagasikan, ditransmisikan lewat kabel misalkan 1000 km, ini tidak lagi smooth, tapi ada ripple-nya, Make sense ya? Make sense ya? Oke. Kalau di sini nilainya adalah X, ini misalkan di sini kita ngukurnya sebagai Y, maka kita bisa tulis bahwa Y sama dengan X plus noise. Sepakat ya, noise ya. Nah, noise ini, this noise is random, right? Random. And because of random, usually we characterize as they has a mean and he has a standard deviation. Something like that. Until this point, okay? Any questions? Any questions? No?
So sir, X is in this case is the 10. Is it like that?
Yes, 10. Yeah, 10.
Okay.
Yes. And this is random. Okay. So using this model, we can apply to this new phenomena, new equations. Actually, this is for example, this is the X here, X, and this is the noise, yeah, the noise. So it's similar, right? Is it similar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so okay, we arrive to this noise or this error. This error, we can characterize that the error has the mean of error equal to 0 and the standard deviation of error equal to something like this, some value, and this 0. Maybe one of you asking why this is 0. Why this is 0? Yeah, usually noise is 0. Error has a mean of 0. If you look at this DC ripple, it's like this, right? Up and down, but they have still the mean is 10. So it's equal to 10 plus the mean of noise is equal to 0. But the variance is, the variance is variance of error. Okay. I hope it's clear. And then that's the behavior of error. And then what is the impact to the yi? The impact to the yi. So we can write the mu yi equal to this one. And the variation of y is equal to the variation of error. Is it clear? Jadi begini. Okay, allow me to explain bahasa. Jadi karena ini kan konstan ya. Ini kan konstan. X tadi. X itu ibarat DC, sumber DC, ini kan konstan. Sedangkan ini adalah random variable kan. Random variable. Sebuah konstanta ditambah dengan random variable, hasilnya ini adalah random variable kan. Random variable Y. Nah, random variable karena ini adalah random variable, maka dia mempunyai mean Y sama standard deviation Y kan. Nah, rata-rata dari Y atau mean Y ya itu ini komponen ini, dan standar deviasinya adalah standar deviasi dari si error ini. Oke, it can be analogy, can be accepted. Is it logic or not? Or is hard?
Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
why in the hence mean of yi there's no error. There's no error. You didn't put this. You didn't put this. Why is that? In this one,
In this one?
you
In this
don't
one?
put, yeah, you don't put error.
You don't. I didn't put error. Okay.
Ini kan dia ini ya, sir. Ini kan dia min ya, min dari ini.
Iya.
Dari
Min
yi ya.
Min dari y-nya.
Ya, tapi kenapa di sini dia yi pakai error, tapi yang di sini dia nggak ada error, sir? Kayak saya salah nangkep.
Oke, baik. Paham. Oke. Saya bahas sebentar ya. Oke, kita kembali ke ini. Sumber arus lah, atau tegangan DC ya. Tegangan DC, misalkan ini VDC. Misalkan di sini adalah 10 volt ya. 10 volt, ini di inputnya kan lurus. Ini sebagai X. Kalau dia konstan ya, dia konstan kan. Konstan. Karena konstan dia tidak random kan. Kalau konstan rata-rata dari X-nya berapa?
10.
10. Oke ya. Variasi dari X-nya berapa?
1.
1 atau 0?
0.
0 ya. Oke ya.
Yes.
Oke, kemudian ini adalah voltase noise. Noise, saya ganti warnanya, misalkan merah. Noise dia kan random ya, dia kayak gini. Oke, ini T, ini 0. Rata-rata dari noise berapa? Rata-rata dari noise berapa? Kalau dilihat dari grafik ini. Halo?
0.
0. 0 ya?
Iya.
0 ya?
Kayaknya.
Yakin ya? Yakin ya?
Iya, kayaknya.
Iya enggak?
Kayaknya iya.
Yakin.
Tapi nggak yakin.
Nggak yakin ya? Oh.
Bisa random, sir.
Hah?
Itu random tapi pasti tengah gitu, sir. Apa?
Iya.
Oh, pasti tengah. Pasti. Oke, yaudah. 0,
Kayak
sir.
gini. Ini grafik PDF.
Iya, 0.
0 ya? 0 ya? Yakin ya?
Oke,
Nah,
yakin.
kenapa 0? Karena dia Gaussian. Iya. Gaussian. Kenapa Gaussian? Misalkan kenapa Gaussian? Karena kalau kita mengambil observasi lebih besar dari 30, dia normally distributed kan? Gaussian itu normal distribution. Iya. Kalau kita ngambil data lebih besar dari 30 sampel, teorinya kan dia datanya itu akan mengikuti apa? Mengikuti distribusi normal kan? Sampai sini oke nggak? Oke lah, kalau ini Gaussian bingung, ya ini normal lah, sama dengan normal distribution kalau observasinya. Nah, kalau kita ngambil datanya lebih dari 30, kan grafiknya ini normal kan? Kalau normal distribution itu rata-ratanya 0, kemudian standar deviasi noise-nya berapa?
Forgot, sir, sorry.
Iya. Sebut saja sebuah angka lah ya. Error kayak gini. Iya, karena standar deviasi itu kita nggak bisa mengestimasi hanya dengan kayak gini, lihat data seperti nggak bisa, harus dihitung gitu. Gitu. Variasi dari datanya itu kita bisa hitung. Nilainya ini konstan ya, konstan ya. Tapi kita tidak bisa mengestimasikan ya gitu. Nah, ini 0 ya. Terus kemudian tadi yang ini atau yang ini? Oke. Saya naik ke atas ya. Mungkin jangan naik deh. Oke ya, ini tadi oke. Nah, kemudian di sisi receiver kan gabungan dari ini dan ini. Itu di sisi receiver saya tulis di atas gambarnya adalah T, ini voltase DC. Dia 10, tapi kan dia naiknya kayak gini. Oke, oke. Kalau lihat seperti ini, misalkan ini adalah Y, rata-rata dari Y berapa?
10.
10. Standar deviasi dari Y berapa?
Dicari. Ini tulisan yang standar deviasi dari bukan situ. Ini tadi.
Standar deviasi dari Y apa? Standar deviasi dari X ditambah standar deviasi dari E. Ini sama dengan 0, ini sama dengan sepakat nggak?
Oke.
Ini
Yes,
iya, ini ditambah 0 kan, ini mu-nya si siapa? Mu-nya si E itu kan 0. Kan sama dengan 10. Nah, oke. Oleh karena itu, mi Y sama dengan 10. Standar deviasi Y-nya adalah E kuadrat. Atau si punyanya si noise. Oke ya?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oke. So, from this equation and given explanation about the error, so we can conclude into this expression. Is it clear? Why we don't have A? Yeah, we don't have the A. Yeah, because the A, we talk about the mu. Mu doesn't contain the variation of A. We already disappeared. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? No questions? If no questions, so we want to inspect that variable BO and B1 is random variable. BO and B1 is random variable. How to prove? How to prove? Okay. Let's make a proof. Yeah, it's a bit, sorry, this a bit mathematic. So from the previous video, if you already watched the video, that the beta 1 equal to E x1 and YE XE minus 1/n E1 YE, and this is E1 XE, and divided by sigma E1 and XE square 1/n sigma E1 and XE square. Okay, actually this equation is nothing. All of the component you can compute from the data. All of the component you can compute from the data. So in this case, let's manipulate. So the manipulate will be, yeah, this term is still same, and YXE. This term will be average. You remember that, yeah, this is just for a case that 1/n sigma I sama dengan 1 sampai dengan N YI itu sama dengan rata-rata dari Y. Gitu. Makanya we can write thing like this. And then E equal to 1 and XE. This is 1/n. Also we can write being E1 and XE, and this is just this equal to so we dispaired for the power 2, and this is just 1, but we insert the this one is should be something like this. So we disappeared for the 1 and Y XI X, something like this. Okay, I hope it is clear. And we realized that this one, yeah, is a function of you can see here this is the X, this is the X, this is the X, and this is the X, and it's kind of if we derive is being like this, yeah, E equal 1 and this is XI minus X, this is YI become N. Okay. And you realize that we can write being like this. E equal to 1 and CI YI, where the CI is equal to XI min X per E equal to 1. The important thing about this expression is we draw again here that the beta 1 equal to E and CE YE. You can see here from this expression that the beta 1 is random variable. Yeah, random variable. Yeah. Why we can call as a random variable? Beta 1 is random variable. Because of random variable, so the beta 1 has a mean beta 1 and standard deviation of beta 1. How to derive this one? For this one is equal to wait a moment. For the B1 is equal to E minus 1 and this is C. This is multiplied by PO plus P1 XE. That's for the standard deviation. Yeah. It is equal to standard deviations of this is standard deviation is equal to something like this. And CE, this is standard deviation of Y. Standard deviation of Y, something like this. Okay, that's my point. We arrive at this conclusions. We already proved that the beta 1 is a random variable that has mean being this and standard deviation being this. And you can prove for the beta 0 as a standard deviations as a random variable has a mu PO and standard deviation PO. How to express this one? You can combine with the assignment, the last assignment. So this is the assignment 2. The assignment 2. Okay. But actually, this is very easy. You can prove it. Okay. Okay. And then with the previous, how to say? With the previous notations, for example, for the beta 1, the mu of beta 1 we already defined, and standard deviation of beta 1 is standard deviations E equal to 1 and C, and this is standard deviation of Y. And then how to derive the standard deviation of Y? Standard deviation of Y is equal to standard sum of square error, sum of square error, sum of square errors, it's equal to E1 and this is YE minus Y, something like this, and this equal to E1 and minus, this is the estimated, the beta 1, beta 0, beta 1, xi, something like this, and then we can arrive at this point. Error sum. So we can manipulate again, become so we can analyze this one. I put at the bottom is a standard deviations of SYY. This is minus 2B1. This is standard deviation X and Y, or we can say as a cross correlations. This one and this one. This is minus, plus B1 square SXX. As from the fact that B1 equal to SX XXY per SXX, so these equations here will be SYY minus 2B1 X No. Okay. Min B1 as X. I make maybe this one. Okay, and then we can arrive that this one. Or we can as for this unbiased estimator, we arrive at this. Yeah. Yeah, we finished. Actually, we can this sx syy equal to this one. Yeah, actually we can draw from the data. Yeah, you can see here. This is the average of the data y, and the x-axis xy is just minus. Yeah, this is the data from x minus its average, and this is the y minus its average, and then we can get the variance of y, or we can as an unbiased estimate of y. We can say this is the variance of error. Yeah, variance of error. Okay. So maybe in simple way, given the model that y equal to p0 plus p1 xi plus error, this error is random variable with mu error equal to 0, and the standard of deviation of error is just something like this. And then we can estimate following this expression, we can derive that the BO is a random variable and the B1 also random variable. Since the BO is random variable, so we should derive the mu BO and variance of BO, and also the mu P1 and the variance of P1. And the variance of P1 is a function of variance of error. Variance of error. Also, yeah, this is this is also variance of error, function of variance of error. So we need to find the variance of error, and the variance of error we can arrive at SYY minus P1 SYX divided n minus 2. This is the number of data, and this is error of Y. This is the correlations, yeah, error of XY. So we can find this standard error. Okay, is there any question? I know it's feel hard, yeah, but anything you get from my explanation, maybe how to say, maybe you have an opinion, maybe, please.
Sir, I have questions, sir.
Yes.
So the standard deviation or the variance of B0 and B1 is the function of a standard deviation of the error. So how to find the function, how to find the F?
How to find the functions. Okay. Actually, previously I wait a moment. I already record, but it's no problem. I will explain again. You are asking how about the function of error, something like this, right?
Yes, sir.
You remember that actually we start with the explanation that B1 equal to function of E equal to 1, this is N, this is CE and YE. You remember this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And these equations, we can easily that the variance of P1 equal to this variance of E and C, and this is variance of error. So because Y is random variable, you remember, yeah? Y random variable, that mu Y is beta 0 plus beta 1x, and for the standard deviation Y is standard error. Okay. And then because beta 1 is function of Y, and then standard deviation of beta 1 also equal to standard deviation of error multiplied by this function. Okay, So that's why we can write being like this, function of standard error.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Any other question, please? You can ask me anything. Yeah, I know it is hard, but yeah, how to make you more easily to understand? You can ask by asking which part. Any part you can ask me.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Actually, I don't know if it's like correct or not, but I'm actually still a bit like confused on like or like I don't really have a vision or imagination on like how to like use the formula or like in a sample case or like a question.
Okay. Okay. How about the motivation? Actually, the motivation is embedded on these functions. Do you know the motivation why we write this kind of functions? No?
Still still trying to understand it.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Just say it simple. Okay. From the first method, remember LSA, least square error, least square error. Least square error method, we only focus on this function, right? We arrive at this function. Everybody already try by yourself. Remember? Yesterday.
Oh, in the like the example case, sir. The
Yes,
COVID.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
You arrive into this expression, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Okay, you remember that last time or yesterday we used LSA and we arrive at these equations. Okay. And then we extend the problem. How to say? That every data YE, ya, mana ya? Oh ya, sebagai contoh begini. Kita ngambil data Y itu, mengukur data Y itu ada errornya. Jadi misalkan YI sama dengan Let's say. Gini. Oke. Nah, kalau Nah, misalkan kita ingin mendapatkan data Y ini, data Y, misalkan ini data pertama, bahwa Y1 itu sama dengan nilai ini ditambah dengan errornya. Nilai ini berarti kan sama dengan BO ditambah B1 X1 plus error ke-1. Kemudian di titik sini Y2 sama dengan BO plus B1 X2 ditambah error 2. Kemudian Y3 sama dengan BO plus B. 1 X3 plus E3. Nah, karena nilai E ini random, acak gitu ya, random, dia mempunyai mu E itu sama dengan 0, dan standar deviasi E, kita tulis saja standar deviasi E. Oleh karena itu, mu Y sama dengan BO plus B1X I. Gitu kan. Mu I-nya. Nah, karena kita lihat bahwa rata-rata dari YI-nya itu merupakan fungsi dari XI. Karena fungsi dari XI maka kita bisa, we can easily prove that beta 1 is a random variable. Because the beta 1, if you remember that as a function of C ye. This is E equal to N. And you remember if ye is a random variable, so consequently the beta 1 also random variable. The mu of beta 1 we can submit as E1 and CE. This is mu of ye. The standard deviation beta 1 is equal just E and CE. This is standard deviation of y. Standard deviation of y is equal to standard deviation of error. Something like that. This is submitted to here. And then how to find? Because we still don't know, right? We still don't know the standard deviation of error. Standard deviation of error. And then we should derive, actually the starting point is standard deviation, sum of standard deviation of error, SSA, equal to the standard deviation of error is equal to the SY minus P1 SX SY plus per 2. This is a standard deviation of Y. This is a cross correlations, or we can say a X, Y, something like this. This component and this component we can create, we can compute from the data. This we can compute from data. Also, as well as for this one, also we can compute from the data. So, given the data, something like this, what is the standard error? Standard error is, yeah, equal to SYY minus P1 SXY and minus 2. The important thing is N minus 2. N minus 2 representing the reducing the bias. Yeah. So, okay. So let's take an exercise. Yeah. Let's take an exercise. For example, we have the data being insert the table. Apa ini? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. The column is 2. Ininya 13. Okay, for example, this is cost. This is sales. 40, 385, 20. Mm, Ya. Ya, belum. Okay, that's my exercise for today. Please conduct by yourself. So, if we summarize assignment access and exercise, the first assignment is proof for beta 0. And assignment 2, derive the mu beta 0 and sigma, ya, sigma beta 0, and exercise the previous one, yeah, previous slide. Okay, that's all my lecturer today. I hope you can, how to say, can learn something lah. I hope this exercise can make you more understand about this topic about recreations, something like that. Okay, thank you very much for your attentions. Or before we closing, is there any questions?
Sir, I have questions, sir.
Yes, please.
For the value of the beta 0 and beta 1, is it equal for the linear regression with independent or error and without independent error, or is there any difference?
The beta 1, it will be different with the how to say, with this one. The beta one here will be different with the beta one here. And this is beta one here. Because using LSE, there is no independent error. And if there is an independent error, yeah, and the beta 0 and beta 1 become random variable. So it's going to be random variable, different result.
So we use the mean of the beta 0 and mean of the beta 1 for the equation with the independent error. Is it like that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the equation for with independent error is the mean of beta 0 plus mean of beta 1 times xi plus the error, independent error. Is it like that? Oh, okay, sir.
Actually, first you have to find this one, the error of the standard deviation of error. After that, you can determine the beta 1 or beta 0 actually.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, please try. If you find some difficulty, and you can ask me.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any other questions? No? If no, we close our class today. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very
sir.
much, sir.
Yes, you're welcome.